Hi everyone, it's Norman Kochnik here again. We've got matches happening all over the place. Sri Lanka and, of course, Pakistan. The first day's play has finished. We've also got currently South Africa versus England, a match that's rain interrupted. And you've got a match which is about to start in about an hour's time. There's an inspection happening of the South African match. They're 2 for 119 with Quinton de Kock not out. I think he's around 69. The game happening tonight, which I'm going to focus on, is India versus West Indies at Port of Spain. Incredible location for cricket, I must admit. And it'll be very interesting to see how that takes on. And we're going to see that. It's going to be quite a thing, I think. First knows in Prague. It's good. All right. So 3 matches. Let's just start a little bit. Kirby Kumar, how are you? I'm just going to start a little bit with the match, which first day is over. Sri Lanka was 6 for 315. Now, that's a pretty commendable first day's batting performance in a matter of 86 overs. They didn't face the full 90, obviously due to some, I think, overcast weather, bad light, stop play. But Niroshan Dickwella, the keeper, who is still playing, and there's only 2 stumpings or 2 catches away from being the leading wicket taker, as in dismissals for Sri Lanka. He's not out 42. He's 5 fours and 6. He's with the debutant Judith Wellalge. I'll pronounce it correctly soon. He's on that 6. But in that 315 for 6, Sri Lanka batted pretty steadily. Roshan Dickwella was there at 42 not out, as I said. But Oshada Fernando got 50 with Dimith Kuranaratan 40. Kosha Mendes, unfortunately, was run out of a missed ricochet of the bowler for 3. Angelo Matthews in his 100th test match, scored 42 as well. Dinesh Chandimal yet again has scored a 50. In fact, he scored 80. Nawaz took his wicket. And then Dhananjaya was out for 33, leaving Roshan Dickwella with Wellalge. I'll get it right. And they're not out. So 42 and 6 respectively. Score 6 for 315 off 86 overs. That's a nicely poised match. Pakistani bowling attack. Well, Hassan Ali didn't take a wicket. Nasim Shah did take one. Noiman Ali took a wicket. Agha Salman looked good early on, only about 6 overs. Muhammad Nawaz took the 2 wickets for 71, and Ashish Shah took a very good wicket as well, 1 for 67. So that's the match that's occurred already. England, South Africa, as I said earlier, 2 for 119 after some 20-21 overs. Quinton de Kock at 69, Aiden Markham was 7. Having lost the 2 wickets of Milan and Van der Dussen, Milan for 11 and Van der Dussen for 26. So that's currently the match which I'm watching in front of me, which they're not yet. Inspections happening at 1:45, which means, I think, what's that, 9:45? It must be in 10 minutes. Then the West Indies India match, which is probably what most of you are wanting to see or hear about. West Indies have lost their last 5-6 matches, if not more. India have won the last 2, only having one loss in between. Yeah, the preview tells us that West Indies will want more than their misses as India flex their bench strength. So they're going to have some tests there. The so-called side here for West Indies doesn't look like they've got a hell of a different team. Shire Hope there, of course, the wicketkeeper and opening bat. Kyle Mayers, Shamar Brooks, Brandon King, Nicholas Puran as the captain, Rovman Powell, Akil Hussain, Romario Shepherd, Alzari Joseph, Jaden Seals, and Gudakesh Morti. So pretty much the same West Indian side that took place in the first match, which in the end was close. Ravindra Jadeja sat out the first ODI due to knee injury and then missed Sunday's match as well. So that's missing both. India's probable team won't change too much. Shikhar Dhawan and Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer at 3, Sky there as well as in Surya Kumar Yadav. So the Sanju Samson was some conjecture whether he would play, but he's there. Deepak Huda, Aksar Patel, Shardul Thakur, Mohammad Siraj, Javendra Chahal, and Prasad Krishna. So basically, neither side really look like they're going to have any changes. Atik Halam, Cardiff? Is it Cardiff or is it Women Cardiff? It's not in Cardiff. The match is definitely in Port of Spain. No, Port of Spain. But you're talking about the game between South Africa and England. Is it in Cardiff? I don't know offhand. I'll have a little look at that. Let's have a look. No, I'll just get that right. That's actually in Leeds. This third ODI is actually in Leeds. Okay, so Indian Olympic gold medalist Niraj Chopra won the World Athletics Championship silver medal today. Yes, he did, Samantha. Actually, we saw that. How are you? We're going to definitely see more of the happening. And Adash Kumar there as well is here. But the Indian West Indies match is upcoming. Ireland women versus Pakistani women are also on. That might be in Cardiff. I'm not sure. I don't think that is. Yeah, so, yeah, there's not much to do in terms of changes. I think India should once again do extremely well. And you would think they would romp at home. So, yeah, I can't see there being any real differences there in the scorelines. India versus Sri Lanka. India versus Australian women athletes. When it goes, I saw that. India versus Sri Lanka. Adash Kumar, what's that in now? It's India versus West Indies, actually. Sri Lanka played Pakistan today in the first day of the second test. Yeah, so there's two different things there. I'm actually ordering some. Yes, okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, there's a lot. Van der Dusen, Rassi Van der Dusen, I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. That's right. So, yeah, there's a bit of so-called athletes action going on with the Commonwealth Games coming up very, very soon, which will make it a little bit interesting. Games coming up very, very soon. There we are. There's me talking. What goes on there? Should go on this. There it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. This is okay. So I'm going to order this Uber Eats, am I? Okay. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Okay, so we're getting, I'm just going to have to work out. Okay. There's a lot waiting on. I'll find the local. Hmm. I don't know. I'm ordering food here. I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm Labora. Norman, I really love your show. Eating masala dosa right now. No, I'm not. I'm actually ordering a chicken curry. I'm hoping that it goes there. Let's just see. You can't. Okay, there we go. What's your favorite Indian dish? Well, look, where do I start? Indian dishes, I like masala dosa. I do. Okay, I'll see. Okay, so hello from how are you? Do you think any changes are playing 11 for an infant? I don't think so, no. Sony backpacker. So what do you think best position to say Samson? Open number three. I think opener. Does Vera still have something left in him? No, I think he's, of course he has. Certainly test cricket wise, he does. Absolutely. Okay, so what are you typing? I'm typing a food order. What's my Instagram ID, Norm? It's right here. Look, it's there. See, at Norm Koch, at Norm Koch, not with Norm Koch, at Norm Koch, NORMKOCH. Connect me, Amlin. Can I possibly Ashdeep Singh, please? He might, but I don't think they're going to change anything. Who will be important most in the upcoming T20 World Cup for India? Oh, I think, in my opinion, Rishabh Pant. Can possible Ashdeep Singh? He could, but I don't think he's going to. Okay, so we have another 10 minutes before the toss and the team decisions. We'll final that very shortly. It's a good photo of the man of the moment there. Of course, who are none other than not Russian Dick Weller, Angelos Matthews. Yeah, so restart at 2:15, which means at 11:15 that he's restarting, which is the thing Weller. Okay. What are your screenshots? The screenshots that I'm just doing then. That was just a okay. So let's just look at the situation and let's just have a look here. I've got certain. Oh, God, some funny text. All right, let's have a quick look then. Are they telling us the sides? I don't think there's been any change. I'd be very shocked if there's any change. Okay, so and hang on. Well, there is a change. Avish Khan looks like he's been given his ODI cap. So Avish Khan looks certain to be selected, guys. I will do the awesome for. I'm going to look into it next year. So Avish Khan looks like he is getting his debut. Not it won't be. The BCCI have actually just announced that, so we'll soon find out what's going on there. Avish Khan looks like he's getting well. That's exciting. For Avish Khan, that's exciting. I'll just have a look at. People are saying a Virat hint. I'm not sure what that's all about. We'll find out in a minute. Let's just see what. Okay, so the awesome force. I will actually look that up and redo that again. So. It's good. It's a good positive situation there for Avish Khan. I feel good for that for him. It's good that they're doing that. So, yeah, let's have a look. Amlan Bora, did you connect on Instagram? Did you connect on Instagram? Tell me. Okay, so who was going to win the match between RSA and England, in your opinion? I think England. I think England, to be honest. Okay. So are we going to see them? There's no indication of anything else. Okay. Well, Cricket West Indies have announced that Hayden Walsh Jr. has been added to the squad as a replacement for Gudakesh Morty, who suffered a fractured thumb from. There we go. So there are going to be some changes. Gudakesh Morty suffered a fractured thumb. So that means that the inclusion of Hayden Walsh, who's not a bad player, comes in, and obviously Avish Khan's coming in. Why is India wasting Archdeep Singh? I don't know. They can't put everybody in that 11. Sadvik Bakari, as well as anyone, you can't have more than 11 players in the team. They've got to be able to keep someone back, unfortunately. Yes, so South Africa 2-1-19, a restart in about another 15 minutes. That match, I think England are far more superior side, to be honest. That's my thoughts anyway. What do you guys think? It's only 3 minutes. 3 minutes from the actual decision of the toss. We know that Avish Khan's coming in. He's making his debut. We know that also Morty has been as unavailable due to a fractured thumb, so likely that it could well be that Hayden Walsh him straight in. Was Dick Wallace stumping fair in the first test match between Pakistan? Yes, of course it was. I think it definitely was. Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll wait and see how this. Russian Dick Wells is a fantastic keeper, and something was real. Absolutely. So where are all my viewers? Okay, we need to get more people to watch these shows. Please. 1.317 million watched the show recently. It was quite incredible. I was quite shocked, actually. Live previous, is it? Second. Is it second or third? It's a second. Second. Is it a second? Yes, it is. That's what's Virat Kohli. It was. I saw that one. Media conference we got. Okay, so this is going on handsomely here. All right. What questions have we got from you guys? We should be almost ready for the toss. Don't you think we're for the toss any amount now? Toss should be any minute now. Okay. Top contenders for the World Test Championship final, Akash Hawk, 14. Well, definitely Australia. Pakistan, if they win this test match against Sri Lanka, I'd say definitely. India, if they do well against Australia, which we expect. South Africa will get smashed by England and probably by Pakistan. They won't have any hope of getting through. So really, Australia, India, Pakistan, any one of those three. And I'm even thinking that Australia might fall out. It might be India, Pakistan. Wait and see. Just not convinced about the South African side at all. Not convinced at all. Pakistan versus India. A lot of people saying that. It will be interesting to see what happens there. Yeah, there's a lot of carrying with this guy that scored 400. Unless he's playing for his country, I can't get too excited, to be honest. It's a historic silver for Neeraj Chopra in the World Athletics Championship, which is a bit of a precursor to the Commonwealth Games, I guess. Should normally be there around, but yeah. All right, so how are we going toss one? 11:01. We still have a toss now. Let's have a look. I'm not seeing any summary. There's nothing happening so far. News. No. Summary. Commentary. Well, where's this toss? Why are they showing this? Lunch break. England. Bowl showing. It's not showing us any evidence of even the other. It's really ordinary. It should at least be showing that match between India and Sri Lanka. India and, West Indies, but they're not. Fox Cricket is 501, and it's not showing. They should be playing ridiculous reflex. So, Akash, in which country do you live, and how's the weather in your city? I'm in Coogee Beach, Sydney, Australia, on the east coast of Australia, and it's cold and it's pretty wet. So it's about 15 degrees, about 15 degrees Celsius. Not warm at all. All right. It's still not giving us any formal report. So Hayden Walsh has come in, as I said. We're not sure he's in the team yet. For Gudakesh Morte, who has suffered a fractured thumb, and we talked about Avish Khan getting his debut, and I'm not seeing any other. And the delayed start of England South Africa match, as I think I told you. Still no toss. What's going on here? Okay. We have an update. West Indies won the toss and choose to bat. So West Indies have won the toss and choosing to bat, which is good for. And that's West Indies have won the toss and have chosen to bat. Well, I'm not sure that's going to help West Indies at all, but psychologically, winning a toss should always be a moment of happiness. So there we are. Good evening, Amit Mishra. How are you? Hello, Sir G. Okay, what is the player? We don't know yet. It's live now. Type in English. Good evening. What's today's match? Who's going to win? Well, you'd have to think India will win again. Team selections we don't know yet. So look, we can see anything there. No, there's no mention of teams at this point. But as I told you, Hayden Walsh has been added to the squad in place of the injured, the broken or fractured thumb of Morty, and Avish Khan's making his debut. So they're the distinct different changes. We're not getting any more than that at this point. Shouldn't be very far away, I think. But there we have quite a few things going on there. Nothing more at this point. It'd be nice if we were told the teams, but from what I just told you, it does look like they're going to live preview. Here we go. Where is it? I haven't exactly jumped up too high, have we? No teams have been mentioned. We've heard that there are some changes afoot, and no mention of Ashdeep at all. Only Avish Khan getting his debut. And this other game, England versus South Africa, starting another 10 minutes or so. Indian management doing unfair with Kuldeep Yadav and Deepak Hooda. What is your opinion on Kuldeep Yadav? Yeah, Kuldeep. I think there's a personality issue there, to be really honest with you. And with Hooda, yeah, probably not easy. So this is the same wicket from last time. We need to do the same thing over and over. Multi is out, and Hayden, as I said, Hayden's in. And in terms of the England side, Sierra York, Prasidi is actually out, and Avish Khan will make his debut. And it's not going to be Arshdeep Singh. There we go. Well, that's the latest. So they're the changes. Arshdeep Singh is not playing, nor is Prasidi, and Avish Khan's coming in. And the only change looks like to the Nicolan Poran's at Western inside is Hayden is coming in for Morty, who injured or fractured his thumb. There's your changes, all right? So not a lot going to happen here. There we are. There we have it. All right. So Deepak Hooda, look, he's there or thereabouts. He's come out of nowhere and he's in now into the fray. Kuldeep Yadav has been inconsistent for some time, if I'm being really honest with you, and is ticking people off a bit too much. I think you'll find that there's issues around him that we're not seeing all the facts about. So there you go. That's the reason for that. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. Let's just see if we can pick up anything more. So. Yeah, not a lot happening to change the team. Just Avish Khan's got his Guernsey. Akash Hawke, England new batting approach, which is called Bazball, will be effective outside of England. Of course it will, but probably in the test format more than the short form format. but England have just beaten South Africa handsomely in the second match. And it's more of a test match attitude, I think, than any others. Okay, so there.
But after that, West Indies to pull the game till the last.
Yeah, there's a few discussions going on there, but nothing to get too excited about. Who's it? Dara Joyce area? No, this is. Never heard of him. Okay. All right. So here we go. But Shikadara and Nicholas Prawn have had their piece. Well, people are so yeah. Look, it's baseball. It's just a different. It's a more of a positive, aggressive approach to Test cricket, which is very much like Brendan McCullum has in baseball, and you got a man like Ben Stokes there, and you got Robert Keys in management. It's very normal and very, very clear to be expected that they would turn it that way. So there you go. Be nice if we can get a dam. How about playing 11s has popped up? I'll go through it just for the sake of record. Shiho, Kyle Myers, Mayers, I should say, Shamar Brooks, Brendan King is at 4, Nicholas Prawn at 5, Rovman Powell, who's been playing well at 6, 7 Mario Shepherd, who's a bowling all-rounder, Akil Hossain, and then Hayden Walsh comes into the team in place of Morty. Alzari Joseph and Jaden Seals make up the 11. Jason Holder's not in there, Kimmo Paul's not in there. So the Indian side is very much the same batting order. Shikhar Dhawan, Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, Sky, Sanju Samson, Deepak Huda, Akshar Patel, Shardul Thakur, Chahal, Siraj, and Avrish Khan making his debut. Men Arshdeep Singh, Gaikwad, Ishan Kishan, Jadeja, and Krishna are in the squad, but they're not playing. There you go. So it's a pretty okay. All right. So let's see how we're going with this. Yeah, with Shikhar Dhawan, Gill batting lineup, Iyer, Sky, Samson, Huda. My God, it's just a plethora of great batters. Bowling line's great. This is in the size without some of its regulars, but it's already ticking all the boxes. Let's just see if we can get a more of a longer, almost lying down approach here. So with the Indian 11 and West Indies 11, they're pretty much unchanged. It's just Avrish Khan's been given a go. Probably saw it, so this is what it will warrant it for sure. So that's good. Let's just put that on the community board, shall we? Okay. People are, what are the people saying? People are saying that ODI format is dying slowly. Is it really dying? What's your opinion? I think it is. I think it could only become a World Cup thing and nothing else. That's possible. Very, very possible. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Let's just see how that pans out. How that pans out. That's just me talking. Oops. How that pans out. That's just me talking. I need to just put down the. Let's put the 2 11s. I'm done in the 2. Oh. Darwin. We didn't put Schumann's first name in, do we? And Simpson. Okay, there we go. You'll see, this wasn't a great. Pagati and Rahela, that wasn't a great. What? What's not great? I'm going to start to get used to this. Let's put the sides there. Can you see the sides? Let's see if this all fits in. It doesn't. Brooks. There we go. We've got 2 there now. Okay. All right. Let's just hope that this is a relatively exciting match. I think it will be. They're going to be starting in 30 minutes. Let's have a look. Certainly as a young team, I would agree with that. The comment, the bowlers have played in the IPL, so they have exposure, but they're getting exposure to playing for their country now, which is huge, huge deal. Avish Khan's the next one off the rank. It's going to be interesting to see how they go. And we need 7 more people to reach 31,700 gold. It's kind of nice when we have that. So, okay, great work, Norman. There we are. Okay, so you got the teams there. So South Africa seem to have resumed with Markham and de Kock. De Kock's moved to 75. Markham's on, I think, is it 8? South Africa now 2 for 126 with Adil Rashid bowling. Oh, geez, he spins the ball, that's for sure. My God, does he spin the ball. Josh Butler would be competent. Time's lost. There must be overs lost as well. But yeah, Quinton de Kock, 75. He's still at worthy place. He should be playing Test cricket still, but he's not. Adil Rashid's bowling pretty well. Markham moves on to 9 now. Quinton de Kock, 75. He's a bit like a Roshan Dickwell. Roshan Dickwell needs to score more centuries. Is there no return? There is a return. I mean, there is a return. Adil Rashid's getting a return. He bowls very well. Should be in the test soon. England probably need to convince him. Okay. Okay, so South Africa 2 for 127 in the what looks like the 23 overs have gone. Markram 9 and De Kock 75. England will probably be a reduced number of overs, I would imagine as well. Archie will make it to the T20 World Cup side or not? I'd say no. Akash, no, he's not going to make it. Mark Wood will be struggling too, and there's probably a few other players that England would like to have that are not there yet. But England is still going to be strong. I don't know what about their strength. Game starting, and Yuzvendra Chahal talked about the team being young, but he's pretty happy with the team. So Pragati Roheli, you say I. He said it's the letter I. Is there no turn? Is there? Okay. 2 for 129 into the 24th over now. Marker 11 and De Kock 75. So they're going to make some sort of total of this anyway, aren't they? There's other matches to start. West Indies not expected to win, nor is South Africa. And Sri Lanka versus Pakistan, well, I was still predicting Pakistan will win even though Sri Lanka's done well in their first things. You'd like to see the Russian Dickwella, who's 42 not out, go all the way for a century. Just what I would like to see. Okay. Some 8 minutes to go before the match starts. And here South Africa are currently 2 for 130. Mark on 12 and De Kock on 75. He will struggle with fitness. Archie, he stopped playing. Today, Baba Azar dropped 2 crucial catches. Well, one I saw that was pretty straightforward. Yeah, so I didn't say. Pragath Rahela, like with Mitchell Starc, no, I got. Yeah, Mitchell Starc, 2015. That's 7 years ago now. Bubba's under dropped 1 catch. He definitely should have taken. Just means he's going to have more. Ahmed Razis means he's going to have more going on when it comes to his batting. He will be more steely when it comes to his batting. I want to bat well. The Cox did a very funny reverse sweep, basically through the slip cordon. Now, guys, are you going to my Instagram at Norm Koch? Please sign up there, please. Give me some sort of. I'm not really into that area, but I would like to be more. It's a very strange shot. 7 minutes to play with West Indies have won the toss and have elected to bat. Well, you need to chase it down, so they'll do that pretty easily. De Kock just moves now on to 80. Markham 13. South Africa 2 for 136 into the 25th over. Now, I'm not sure that they're going to go 50 for 50. It's probably unlikely. Adil Rashid with his lovely delicate spin looks great. 1 for 34 he is. Marcus ball ended a lot off. Pretty safe shot. Ahmed Raza, Judith Walagalage is a very good player. He looks very solid. And he could actually stay with Narosh Dickwell and maybe Narosh and Dickwell, I can turn the 42 into 100 for the first time because this Junith could well stay with him for the whole performance. Let's hope that happens. God, South Africa, boring. Watch, boring as hell. 2 for 138 into the last ball of the 25th over. About to come up. So after 25 overs to 2 for 138, I don't think they're going to get 50 overs in somehow. T20 League are taking over international cricket. It certainly is. Even there's a damn domestic league in Queensland. Something has strengthened their batting lineup. This time in the Valley, well, no, they didn't bring back Nissanka. They left also Fernando. They've actually brought in the bowling changes of Theekshana has gone, and they brought in a bowler for him. Who did they bring to Sri Lanka? Let's get the Sri Lankan side looked at. No, not South Africa. There we are. Asif Fernando, Prabhath Jayasuriya, Ramesh Bendis, all there. Dunith Welalaga, who's an all-rounder, actually has come in. So they have added the batting line by him. The place of 6 hours. So that was the only change made, and they didn't bring Nissanka back in either. I love the player with Kaunga. Okay. Good. Chanamala is in ferocious form. He's got 80 again today. Amazing. South Africa now 2 for 141. Markham 14 to Cock 84 into the 26th over. Ahmed Raza. Sri Lanka has to return their pace, has to nurture their paces. Yeah, they probably do lack a few decent pace bowls, I must say. It's only really the one. I've got there's one bowler they've got. There's not much. Nathan Bracken does a bit of commentary, works for a couple of them. Works with the back scenes of administration. He's a lawyer. And Andy Bickle, he's up in Queensland. He's also involved with cricket in a more domestic fashion. I've interviewed Andy Bickle last, 4 or 5 years ago. I said that Fernando and Kasim Rajit both are average fast bowlers. Yeah, they're not great. He's one of those dangerous bowlers I have ever seen. Who is? Cal Kellaway. Ricky Tech. I haven't seen him for a long time. How is your health? Well, don't I look good? I'm a little bit chubby. I'm fine though, Rick Tech. I'm fine. Why do you ask? Don't I look good? Ahmed. Lahira Kamara was also. He was good. He was. Damien Martin is also good. But how old is he? Nathan Bracken. Dane was a good fast bowler, yeah. I mean, Dane Martin was a good batsman. That's a long time ago. Don't know who these guys are showing on screen. This match is about 1 minute away from starting. This England, South Africa is going on. It's 2 for 148 now. Markham 21 to Cock 83. And they're bringing on Liam Livingstone to bowl. There we go. Some pass-on spin to say the least. Yeah, so any minute now, this match will take off. For sure. Okay, Norman, so now I just want to know your prediction for Pakistan versus Sri Lanka second test match. Who's going to win at the second? Well, I can't see Pakistan not winning it, even though Sri Lanka got us a very good start. Wait and see how Pakistan bat. But I'm still predicting Pakistan for the great first test victory. What would you not? Can they clinch the series? Yes, I think they can. Ian Harvey was a good all-rounder. That was way back. Boy, it was way, way back. Way, way back. We've gone just on an hour now. The match should have started by now. They should be betting now. And India versus West Indies, who's going to win that? Oh, come on. India's going to smash the West Indies. India's streets ahead of the West Indies. West Indies are very much hanging on. Although it was a close first game, yes, West Indies kept in the hunt, but they were never going to win it. They're never going to win this one. India should really whitewash them. Let's see here what counts. Previous orders. Orders. Good. All right. Can Pakistan clinch the series? Yes, I said they can. Okay, and India's going to thrash the West Indies. Absolutely thrash the West Indies. Well, let's see a bit more. We've got Moeen Ali bowling here as well as Abdul Rashid. South Africa 2 for 157 now. Markham 23, De Kock on 91. Looks the goods. Looks the goods. All right, let's get this game started, huh? That's on the start of the match. Jesus. Okay, yes, they have. First over underway. Opening bowler Mohammad Siraj has bowled 5 balls, all dot balls to Shai Hope with Kyle Mayers. So we've got a game underway. West Indies none for none in the first over. And you know what, guys, I'm a bit on the side, so I think we'll allow that to be the case. I've done the preview. Watch India versus, and ask me any questions. So I'm just assuming what has happened to Steve Smith? Why isn't he able to score regularly? Some of it. Well, he's just past his best. He's going through a form slump. Same can be said about Warner, Aaron Finch, obviously Vera, Kane Williamson. There's quite a few players around the world. Only really Joe Root, Usman Khawaja, not even Labuschagne. Joe Root, obviously, as I said before. Obviously Bairstow and Bubba Azam's been fantastic, and Abdul Shafiq. They're coming out again here for the rain of the South African game. They're 2 for 159. Another rain-stopping play there into the 28th over. That's looking pretty much like an ordinary match, that one now. So, yeah, it's pretty ordinary. And with this match now underway between India and West Indies, they're none for 4. Shai hit a 4. So their first over, last ball, we had a 4 hit. Let's see what the... a nice back foot punch to get off the mark for 4. But yeah, Quinton de Kock's going off at 91. And Ahmed Raz's last night. I don't know why Shai Hope is vulnerable against Siraj. Well, he's hitting for 4 last ball, so it can't be too... All right, guys, I'm going to cut it there. I've been on for an hour. I'm going to have to take a rest, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. So enjoy the match. Hopefully India come up with a victory. I'd say England probably win the game in South Africa. It'll be rained out, obviously. Sri Lanka are in the sevens against Pakistan at the moment, although I think Pakistan will still win. Himanshu Rahela, wait and see. He will score regularly now. Steve Smith, you're saying, well, maybe he will. All right, guys, talk to you tomorrow. All right, take care.